We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Ian and this is a series of videos I'm trying to work my way through the 1001 songs to hear before you die. Now, if I put one of these song videos out every week, it'll take me 20 years. So I may well be dead by the time we get to the end of it. Anyway, I'll do as many as I can when I can, really. So we're up to song number 7 and I'm just going to, and I apologise for my pronunciation because I'm really rubbish at that sort of thing. So this is El Manisero, I think. And here we go. It is by Don Azpiazu and his Havana Casino Orchestra, and it's from 1929. I won't even bother going there. Okay, so, and I don't actually know if I've heard this. I've just done a quick YouTube search and I've come up with a video and it looks like it's the right song for the right time, and it's called The Peanut Vendor. Okay, and it does say, in the little bit of blurb in the book, it doesn't say it's called The Peanut Vendor, but obviously that's, if you like, its common name. It was originally first recorded by Don Azpiazu and a Cuban starlet called Rita Montero, and that was in 1928, so a year before the actual version that we're going to listen to, which was 1929. And but apparently this is the version that became really, really famous. The singer is Antonio Machin on vocals, and it was cut, it says here it was actually cut in May 1930, so the song was written, that's interesting, so the book tells me it's 1929. We've got a version that was recorded in 1928. This version, it says in the book, is recorded in 1930. So there are some discrepancies as to when it actually was. But anyway, that's a small thing. It was recorded in New York, and it became the biggest selling song of 1931. It was also a hit in Japan and Europe, and there's lots of other versions of it out there, including the one by Louis Armstrong, who we had in the last video. So, and it's a testament to the influence of Latin music on American jazz. So, don't know if I've heard this before. So all I've done is found it, made sure that the audio is okay. So it's a first listen as far as I'm concerned. So here we go. I think that mani is I think it actually tells me in here, but I think it's what peanut vendors would shout out when they're trying to sell their peanuts. I like the rhythm, that sort of Latin feel. It's great. A rumba foxtrot is what it says it is, and it certainly is that. Si te quieres por el pico divertir, cómete un cucuruchito de mamey. Calentico y rico está, ya no se puede
puede pedir más. Ay, caserita, no me dejes ir, porque después te vas a arrepentir y va a ser muy tarde ya.
Couple of observations. There's quite a lot of surface noise on the recording, but there again, it's a 78 from 1930, 1928, 1929, 1930. So I sort of expect that. It could be slightly worse than normal because we don't know who digitized this and put it on YouTube, and it may well have sounded better with a proper 78 stylus. We don't quite know about that. I think he's got a very, very, really nice, strong voice for this sort of thing, has Antonio. Some of the instrumentation I'm struggling to actually hear. I can hear the rhythm parts, the percussion, but and the block and things like that, but I'm struggling to really hear some of the other instruments that are in there. Again, we're dealing with a really early recording, but
Manisero se va, manisero se va, caserita, no te acuestes a dormir sin comerte un cucurrucho de madera. Cuando la calle sola está, casera de mi corazón, el manisero entona su pregón, y si la niña escucha su cantar, llama desde su balcón.
So it seems to be a trade-off between Antonio's vocals and the muted trumpet, sort of playing off each other, which I quite like.
Dame de tu mami, dame de tu mami. Esta noche no voy a poder dormir sin comerme un cucurrucho de maní.
The drummer there put a little bit of extra emphasis after that verse, and you can really sort of quite tell that he's clearly hitting the drums a little bit harder.
Me voy, me voy.
You can hear the surface noise of the record just at the end there. It's interesting looking at the label of this record. Orthophonic Recordings, which is interesting. Victor, we know Victor was his master's voice, and we've got a picture of Nipper, the dog, there. And this is the RAC Victor Company from Camden, which is not Camden in London, but Camden in New Jersey. It was written, or there is some doubt as to who actually wrote the song, but it is accredited to Moses Simon. And he did certainly make lots of money from this recording. But like I said, there is some doubt as to whether he actually did write the song. I can't say I've ever listened to the whole record before. I've certainly heard versions of it, I think, in films and on TV and things like that. So it is familiar to me. Is it one of the songs that we should probably hear, of the 1,000 songs to hear before I die? I think certainly yes, I would say. So anyway, I'll leave it there. So if there's any songs that you want, I am going through these songs systematically. But if there's any songs that you think should be in there, drop us a comment down below and I'll check and see if they're in there, and we may get some. If they're not there, we'll have a listen to them. So thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Cheers now. Bye bye.